Hello, we are happy to welcome you to this presentation of the Value Creation Wheel X Inocrowd. The team jointly worked together with our key decision makers, Soraya Gadid and Joao Silva, as well as with our advisors, Professor Luis Philippe Lagesh and Carlos Reis Marques. And now, we are delighted to walk you through this presentation. What if I have a company that can provide you with any innovative solution, but you don't know about it? Inocrowd is that company and faces the challenge of which European market to expand in order to increase its clients. For 10 intense weeks, the team, together with the key decision makers and internal stakeholders, has been able to find the best suitable solution. This is entering the market region Baden-Württemberg in Germany, where Inocrowd will target medium to large companies in various sectors. To do that, Inocrowd needs 9 months to prepare for implementation, 500,000 in budget, and 2 additional employees. First, I would like to introduce you to the team who has been working on the VCW challenge of Inocrowd for the past weeks. We are Laura, Aline, Francisco, Julia, and Davide. We are a diverse team out of 5 different countries with different backgrounds. This allowed us to complement each other's skills and expertise to create the best possible results. Let me now walk you briefly through our agenda for this presentation. Following the structure of the VCW, we start with phase 1, define, followed by increase, assess, narrow, and finally act. In define, the first phase of the VCW, we start with a diagnostic of Inocrowd and Inocrowd's environment. After that, we'll define our challenge and provide you with our expected KPIs. In order for you to build a better understanding of the company, I'll now provide you with key information about Inocrowd. Inocrowd was founded in 2011 by Soraya Gadid. The company provides a price-based open innovation platform where it connects seekers with solvers from all around the world. This means seekers, for example a company, can submit a challenge to a specific problem on the platform, and several solvers can suggest their solution. Then, the artificial intelligence of Inocrowd will rank them according to the degree to which the defined criteria were met. Finally, the seeking company can choose the solution which they found most suitable. In this presentation, when we will talk about clients, we'll refer to the seekers. Inocrowd has over 1.6 million solvers. This includes, for example, research institutes and universities. The provided solutions through Inocrowd have a success rate of 95%. And Inocrowd has also worked with several sectors, for example, energy, technology, food and distribution, but also the transport industry. Inocrowd is determined in providing services to generate ideas and solve problems. This is also represented in their values as well as mission and vision statement. Inocrowd values trustworthy relationships, security, assurance and ethics, prioritizing establishing trust between seekers and solvers, ensuring security for clients, maintaining independence in the relationship, and adhering to high ethical principles. Their mission is to find innovative solutions for specific challenges, accelerating customers' innovation and research and development activities through an innovative and breakthrough approach to innovation management, based on an open innovation platform, helping increasing their clients' competitiveness. Inocrowd's vision is to revolutionize the innovation market through partnerships with universities, startups, spin-offs, and people that have the know-how with private or public organizations to solve their critical business, scientific, and technical challenges or problems. Let us now have a look at the PESTEL analysis we conducted to strategically evaluate Inocrowd's overall business prospects. Starting with the political factors that may impact Inocrowd. As a relatively new concept, the legal and regulatory environment for crowdsourcing is still evolving. Inocrowd must comply with various regulations including intellectual property laws, privacy laws, and antitrust regulations. Changes in government policies, Trade agreements and political stability can also impact Inocrowd's operations and profitability. Moving on to the economical factors. Inocrowd's success is closely tied to the overall economic condition, particularly the business investment environment. Economic downturns and high inflation can lead to reduced demand for innovation challenges and lower budgets of clients, which can impact Inocrowd's revenues. Additionally, fluctuations in exchange rates can impact the costs of services for international clients and experts. Next, we have the sociocultural factors. Crowdsourcing relies on the availability of skilled experts and problem solvers, which may be impacted by sociocultural factors such as education levels, workforce demographics, and social attitudes towards innovation. Inocrowd must continuously monitor these factors to ensure that it has access to a diverse and talented pool of experts. Moving on to the technological factors. Inocrowd is heavily reliant on technology, both in terms of its platform and the skills of its experts. Advances in technology can lead to new opportunities for innovation and improved efficiency, but it also poses a risk of obsolescence if Inocrowd fails to keep pace with the latest technological developments. Now let's take a look at the environmental factors. Environmental concerns are increasingly important in the business world, and Inocrowd's clients may be seeking solutions that are environmentally sustainable. Inocrowd must be aware of these concerns and ensure that it has access to experts with the necessary knowledge and skills to address them. Finally, we have the legal factors. Inocrowd must comply with various legal requirements related to intellectual property, privacy, data protection, and contracts. Changes in legal frameworks can impact Inocrowd's operations and profitability. Looking at the competitive landscape of Inocrowd, we identified 4 key competitors: Taikai, Kaggle, 9 Sigma, and Innoget. Taikai and Innoget are based in Europe, whereas Kaggle and 9 Sigma are based in the US. However, all of them target clients worldwide. The company size also ranges from small to large among the competitors. Taikai offers a platform for organizations to source ideas, solutions, and talent. Their unique selling point is that they offer a gamified platform for businesses to crowdsource solutions through challenges and competitions. Kaggle is a data science and machine learning platform. Their USP is that they offer competitions, tutorials, and collaboration tools for knowledge exchange among community members. 9 Sigma offers a platform by connecting organizations with a global network of experts. Their USP is that they enable businesses to leverage a global network of experts through features like scouting, matchmaking, and problem solving. Last but not least, Innoget offers a platform connecting organizations with innovators and problem solvers. Their USP is that they connect businesses with a global network of innovators through features like matchmaking, deal making, and IP management. The team also conducted a Porter's 5 forces analysis to identify a possible competitive advantage of Inocrowd. I'd like to begin with the bargaining power of suppliers. Inocrowd suppliers are the experts and problem solvers who participate in the innovation challenges. Inocrowd has a large network of experts, which reduces the bargaining power. However, if a large number of experts were to leave the platform, it could impact Inocrowd's ability to deliver high-quality solutions to its clients. Overall, we categorize this as low. Let's continue with the bargaining power of buyers. Inocrowd's clients are the companies and organizations that seek solutions to their innovation challenges. The bargaining power of these buyers is high, as they have the ability to choose from a range of crowdsourcing platforms and solutions. However, Inocrowd's speed and efficiency for delivering high-quality solutions and its network of experts give it an advantage over other platforms, which reduces the bargaining power of buyers again. Overall, we categorize this as moderate. Looking at the threat of new entrants. The crowdsourcing industry is relatively new and rapidly evolving, which may attract new entrants to the market. However, Inocrowd has already established a network of experts, making it difficult for new players to enter and compete. Inocrowd's experience and expertise in the industry serve as barrier to entry for new players. Overall, we categorize this as low to moderate. Let us now have a look at the threat of substitutes. Inocrowd faces competition from other crowdsourcing platforms. Nevertheless, Inocrowd's focus on innovation challenges and its network of experts differentiates from other crowdsourcing solutions. In addition, Inocrowd's combination of artificial intelligence gives them the ability to offer customized solutions to its clients, thus reduces the threat of substitutes. Overall, we categorize this as moderate. To conclude the Porter's five forces, let's now have a look at the competitive rivalry. Inocrowd faces competition from other crowdsourcing platforms, solution providers, and other innovation consulting firms. However, Inocrowd's expertise and focus on innovation challenges set it apart from other players in the market. Inocrowd's ability to attract and retain a diverse range of experts also give it an advantage over other players. Putting the internal and external diagnostic together, I'll now present you the SWOT and TAUS metrics of Inocrowd. Looking at the strength of Inocrowd, they offer a unique and innovative platform for companies to source ideas and solutions. They have the ability to tap into the collective intelligence of a large pool of users. They help companies to foster innovation and increase their chances of success. Their operations and website are both in English and therefore independent of location. Inocrowd's weaknesses are that they have a limited brand recognition compared to established competitors. They also rely on a small number of key customers and may struggle to attract and retain top talent because of their location. Inocrowd also has a limited international reach and presence. Looking at the external side and therefore opportunities for Inocrowd. There is a growing demand for innovation and idea management. International markets can serve as an opportunity to grow. Strategic partnerships and collaborations may be an opportunity to increase efficiency. And changes in technology, customer preferences, and expectations may drive demand. Looking at the threats, competition from established players in the innovation management space may threaten Inocrowd, and also the limited market potential and growth in Portugal. Now, moving on to the TAUS metrics. Within the Maxi strategies, we identified marketing and advertising as a strategy. Inocrowd can increase their marketing and advertising efforts to increase brand awareness and reach more potential customers. One of the Maxi strategies would be diversification. If Inocrowd has identified multiple areas of growth opportunities, they can consider diversifying their offerings to tap into those areas. Also, partnerships and collaborations. If Inocrowd lacks certain resources or capabilities, they can consider partnering with other companies to fill those gaps and better serve their customers. They could also consider the development of additional features and services to enhance their platform. Within the Mini-Maxi strategies, the expansion into new markets would be one opportunity. If Inocrowd has identified new markets that they could potentially expand into, they can consider expanding their reach and customer base. Also, increase investment in R&D. Inocrowd can increase their investment in research and development to stay ahead of their competition and continuously improve their offerings. Finally, a mini strategy for Inocrowd would be cost-cutting measures. Inocrowd can look for ways to reduce costs and increase efficiency in their operations, which could improve their bottom line.
Now we move to the challenge definition. Currently, Inocrowd has been lacking seekers in their platform, so the challenge today is to identify which geographical market is the most attractive for Inocrowd to enter. In other words, to which European country should Inocrowd expand to increase its seekers? To answer this question, we identified five big whys. By identifying the root cause of a problem, Inocrowd can develop more effective and sustainable solutions that address the underlying issues. Thus, the main why is: why does Inocrowd want to expand to a new European country? The answer to this question is to increase the number of seekers, which are their customers, on their platform. However, why does Inocrowd want to increase the number of seekers on their platform? To attract more clients who are looking for innovative solutions to their problems. Why does Inocrowd want to attract more clients? To generate more revenue and increase awareness for the company. Why does Inocrowd want to generate more revenue and awareness? To invest in a new technology and expand their services. And finally, the last why is: why does Inocrowd want to expand their services? To become the leading platform for crowdsourced solutions in Europe. Before deciding the final solution, the first thing we did was to identify our relevant key performance indicators. We identified long-term, mid-term, and short-term KPIs. So, starting with the long-term KPIs, the main goal here is to expand to a new geographical market. That will be quantified by tracking the number of new customers acquired in the new market. Regarding mid-term KPIs, for example, are more about the customer satisfaction rates and to organic search traffic. These two will be measured respectively by conducting surveys and by Google Analytics. Finally, concerning the short-term KPIs and not so related to the company itself, we came up with VCW understanding and application rates, quantified by demonstrating knowledge of key concepts, steps, and application of the framework. Also came up with the satisfaction of team's performance, measured by the participation in meetings and the contribution to the project by each member. And lastly, with the involvement of stakeholders during the project, measured by having interviews with four different stakeholders. In order to create a powerful and effective solution, our research was based on primary and secondary data. Concerning primary data, each member of the group project conducted individual brainstorming, collecting ideas to be able to solve the challenge. Afterwards, this time in a group, we resorted to the brainwriting technique, encouraging ideas and sharing knowledge with others. In addition to all this, we had several discussions with peers in class and personal interviews with key decision makers and with Inocrowd CTO, Luis Silva, to get deeper knowledge of the operations and incorporate different points of view. Regarding now secondary data, we had access to online articles, to company documents like financial statements and other documents that can be used to uncover filters, and also to competitor websites. After all of this investigation, we came up with 40 filters, which will be presented in the next slides. These filters are divided into two main categories: the global and the local filters. As just mentioned before the idea collection process, the team used brainstorming and brainwriting methods, resulting in 44 countries of the European continent. When considering the expansion of Inocrowd in Europe, we began by brainstorming ideas and decided to consider the 44 countries that make up the European continent. While developing ideas for where Inocrowd should expand, it was critical to consider all 44 countries on the European continent, mainly because each country has its own unique culture, economic conditions, legal system, and language, all of which can have a significant impact on the success of a business. Narrowing down the ideas from European continent to European Union, we got the total of 26 different countries. To further narrow down the ideas, it was decided to set certain criteria. Thus, instead of the European continent, the group purely considered countries in European Union. As you can see in the map, we also decided to remove Portugal of a possible solution, essentially because it is the country in which Inocrowd decided to establish itself. Having now in consideration the filters, we resorted to this method to find the most suitable European country for Inocrowd's expansion. So, basically, we found this set of 40 potential filters and we broke them down into global and local filters. Listing some of them, for the global, as previously stated, we came up with countries in the European Union, support of open innovation policies, and with European Innovation Scoreboard. Referring now to a couple of local filters, our brainstorming resulted in, for example, price of competitors and most innovative states. However, as we will present in the next phase of this framework, all these filters are subject to review by our key decision makers. To finish this second phase of value creation wheel, we began by both individually and collectively analyzing each one of the generated filters in greater detail. Now that we had gathered 40 filters, each team member used the poker method to help us determine which filters to multiply, to keep, review, or kill in the end. So, our first step was to kill 19 of the 40 filters, since we did not consider them relevant and clear, or even to which we couldn't find any information. To determine if some filters are crucial for our study or not, the team understood the need for additional research in some cases about some filters. Having said that, we made the decision to review 6 filters. We decided to multiply 5 filters, mainly to develop this concept to maximize its potential. Finally, we kept 10 of the 40 filters, as they are considered to be the most important on our analysis.
So here we are in the third phase of our value creation process. In this phase we are going to apply the filters selected before to purify, rank and weight ideas and criteria. In accordance with our key decision maker, we decided to keep the countries purified in phase 2 and focus our analysis on the 26 European countries left after this phase, and decided to narrow them by applying selected filters on a global and a local scale. Coming to the filter selection process, this process involved a revision of filters themselves via the poker method that allowed us to narrow the choice to 9 filters, resulting in 5 global and 4 local. For the global, countries in the European Union allows us to limit the country selection to a more communitarian market, easier to penetrate for Inocrowd. So we kept countries in the European Union, and later on we applied the first filter, that is integration of digital technology in the European Union. So we filtered the country by looking at the country's digital performance and level of technology adoption to identify markets where Inocrowd's digital open innovation platform may be in demand. Then we considered a country's overall innovation potential and performance. This offered insights into economic and business climates that may be conducive to Inocrowd's expansion. Assessing a country's level of economic and political freedom is certainly helping Inocrowd to identify nations where conducting business may be easier or more complex. So we kept this filter as well. And so we did with the Global Innovation Index and the GDP per capita, both useful to identify potential markets opportunities. Coming to local, to understand which state of the country would be the best suit for Inocrowd's expansion, it is important to understand which part of the country is the most innovative. The most innovative state in filter aligns with Inocrowd's focus on innovation and can help the company find potential clients who prioritize innovation in their business strategies. GDP per state is important to consider as well, as it indicates the state's economic strengths and potential market size, allowing to target regions with sufficient economic activity and potential demand for their services. Following those two primary, we focused on the condition per innovation, that measures the condition for innovation in different regions, allowing to identify areas with a supportive environment for innovation and, coming to the end, market-leading companies index that can also help Inocrowd identify regions with a supportive environment for innovation and potential clients investing in new ideas and technologies. Here we are now to the narrowing phase of our project. Phase 4 indeed results in the application of the value creating funnel tool that provided us with the best region where to address our challenge by applying the filters previously selected. Also, by analyzing the value proposition and the concept of Inocrowd, we have been able to provide a tailored prototype useful to the expansion purpose. All this will be tackled in this phase. In order to structure the value creation funnel, we identified few benchmarks for every filter and set thresholds for them. For the first filter, we decided to set a threshold of 7 based on the quartile calculation to target countries in the top 75% of the Digital Technology Index. Our choice is motivated by the desire to work with countries with a high level of digital infrastructure, skills, and innovation to access new technologies and collaborate with leading companies. Regarding the analysis of the innovation scoreboard of the European Union countries, we have determined that a country scoring above 45.6 is a strong innovator. This score takes into account factors such as human resources, innovation outputs, and an innovation friendly environment, all of which are valuable for the organization. Moving on, by using quartile calculation to segment countries based on their level of economic freedom, we targeted countries with a threshold of 90 or above so that Inocrowd can focus on countries in the top quartile with a free market economy, low level of corruption, and a strong property rights protections. Inocrowd is looking to collaborate with countries that are identified as global innovation leaders. For this reason, a rank of 10 or lower on these criteria suggests that a country has a high level of innovation activity and potential, making them valuable partner for Inocrowd to work with. We also understood that they are interested in collaborating with countries that have a stable economy and a significant growth potential. For this reason, the benchmark considered is an indication of this. By collaborating with larger and more established companies and organizations in this country. Coming to the value creation funnel on a global scale, by going through all the filters, we have been able to isolate only one country. By starting from the Digital Technology Index, we narrowed 20 countries. Then going on, we were left with 14 in filter 2, 7 in filter 3, 5 in filter 4, and after filter 5, we were left with only one country, that is Germany. Moving on to establish the value creation funnel at the local level, we were able to identify the region where to start the expansion by benchmarking again local filters in the following way. By setting a threshold of 10 or lower for the first filter, Inocrowd ensures that it enters a region with a strong track record of innovation, which is likely to attract companies and individuals who are looking for innovative solutions to their problem. Condition of innovation threshold has been set to 65 or above and suggests that a state has a favorable environment for innovation when it is above this level, with a strong support for research and development, which is important for Inocrowd as it seeks to collaborate with leading companies and organizations and access new technology. The GDP per state thresholds of 300,000 above indicates that the state has a relatively large and stable economy, which is likely to be attractive to Inocrowd as it seeks to expand its operation. Coming to the last filter, the market leading company threshold has been set to 380 or above, and indicates that the state has a significant number of established companies in various sectors. We then gather everything together, and by using these threshold values, we now can narrow down the list of potential states to expand into and focus on those that meet our criteria for growth and success. We then once again built The value creation funnel, this time on a local level, and from the starting 16 regions of Germany, we have been able to narrow down our selection to the region of Baden-Württemberg, that meets all the criteria selected and requested.
After creating filters in order to identify the optimal target country and region, the value creation funnel provided us with the best region for Inocrowd to do its expansion, which ended up on Baden-Württemberg. We will thus now explore the potential of this region and present you the key factors for market research and analysis. Baden-Württemberg is a region that is located in the southwest of Germany. It counts roughly 11 million inhabitants for an average age of 43.5 years old. Concerning its geography, the region has a surface of 35,751.46 square meters with a density of population equals to 311 per square meters. Concerning the economy and industry of this region, Baden-Württemberg has a GDP per capita of roughly 47,000 euros and an unemployment rate of 4.3, which equals to the second lowest in Germany. The key factors the region is operating in are in the automotive, optic, or software industries. The region has a leading economy as it is composed by internationally renowned corporations and successful small and medium-sized companies known for its innovation drive and inventive spirit with a high level of productivity. Concerning the political and institution, Baden-Württemberg has a tradition of investing in research and development and innovation. The state government has programs and funding schemes to promote innovation and technology transfer, supporting research institutions, small to medium enterprises, and startups. Additionally, Baden-Württemberg's political and administrative situation is highly supportive of innovation, creating a thriving ecosystem for entrepreneurship. In this regard, Baden-Württemberg was selected to be the best target region for Inocrowd to do its expansion. After analyzing the region of Baden-Württemberg, we will now present you the overall target market of Inocrowd. Inocrowd's focus on medium to large companies and institutions is based on several factors. Firstly, these organizations often have more resources and fundings available to invest in innovation, making them ideal partners for Inocrowd's services. Secondly, these organizations face complex challenges that require innovative solutions, and Inocrowd's network of experts and problem solvers can provide the necessary support to develop effective solutions. Finally, targeting medium to large companies and institutions can help Inocrowd gain exposure to a broadened audience and tap into new markets, potentially fueling growth and expansion. While smaller companies may also benefit from Inocrowd's service, the focus on medium to large organizations is key to developing a comprehensive strategy for serving a diverse range of sectors, from transport and distribution to energy, technology, media, healthcare, food, hospitality, and the public sector. This analysis is crucial in order to develop a comprehensive strategy to serve those sectors. It is now time to analyze the potential competitors of Inocrowd when expanding to Baden-Württemberg. We have thus made a positioning and comparative analysis of competitors in Baden-Württemberg, taking into account four major attributes. For instance, the network size and expertise, then the geographic coverage, as well as the numbers of industry operating in, and the reputation and credibility. By doing this, we resulted with three main competitors of Inocrowd, where we have plotted each attributes for each company. Hive, for instance, offer a service that is more focused on open innovation challenge for social impact projects. However, Idea Creation, on the other hand, offer the same service with the same focus as Inocrowd. Lastly, Agorize is more specialized in organizing hackathons and innovation challenge for companies. Additionally, we can see that these two last companies just mentioned do not solely focus on Baden-Württemberg area, but rather in all Germany and the world in general. Thus, Inocrowd has their chances to be a leader in this market. To meet the challenge of expanding into a new European country, it is essential to understand the value proposition of Inocrowd. Stated by the founder, Soraya Gaudi, Inocrowd's value proposition lies in connecting businesses with the brightest minds worldwide to solve their challenge using open innovation. By leveraging a vast network of solvers, a powerful AI-driven platform, and efficient process, Inocrowds offer cost-effective, fast, and reliable solutions to clients. This approach accelerates internal innovation, optimizes various aspects of businesses, and drives lasting social and economic impact. Now going on to the marketing mix of Inocrowd. By optimizing the 7 Ps, Inocrowd will send a coherent and consistent message about its brand. Their innovative and breakthrough approach to innovation management is a game-changing for companies looking to accelerate their research and development activities. Inocrowds offer two pricing options, a subscription-based model and a one-time challenge-based model. The subscription-based model allows seekers to submit more than 5 challenges in 2 years for a price of €5,000 per challenge, while the one-time based challenge requires seekers to pay €5,000 to post the challenge and then €10,000 to see the solution. When it comes to the product, Inocrowd leverages open innovation opportunities by connecting seekers with solvers from all over the world. Their platform helps businesses find innovative solutions to specific challenges, making it easier and faster for them to stay ahead of the competition. Inocrowd promotes its service throughout various channels, such as their website, social media, and partnership with other innovation management companies like Innocentives, Winning, and HeroX. They also participate in industry events and conferences to raise awareness of their service. Inocrowd is based in Portugal, but offers its services globally. They're a team of experienced professionals and experts in innovation management and open innovation challenges. They also have a network of external experts and consultants who can support clients on specific projects. Finally, Inocrowd's physical evidence include their website, platform, and any physical materials or deliverables associated with their innovation projects. They also have case studies and success stories that demonstrate their capabilities and expertise. In conclusion, if you're looking for an innovative solution to a certain business challenge, Inocrowd is the perfect partner for you. Presenting you the marketing mix of Inocrowd, we will now show you the prototype development that the team has created for a better integration and expansion to the German market. We have decided to implement the German language to the platform, which will enable better access to German-speaking seekers and thus increase awareness in this new market, as it will build trust and credibility with potential customers and solvers. Here comes now our last phase of the project and of the value creation wheel, the phase 5, which is all about ACT. Indeed, in this phase we will present you the 3 M's and the business model. This phase also allows us to test and evaluate the KPIs along the time frame of this project, and to finally lead us to the implementation and control of this project. Now going on to the analysis of the business model Canva of Inocrowd, and an in-depth analysis of key elements and objective, providing a clear route to follow for Inocrowd. So analyzing the business model canvas of Inocrowd is important because it provides a holistic overview of the company's operation, including its key partners, activity, resources, value proposition, customer segment, cost structure, and revenue stream. By examining each of these elements, we gain a better understanding of how Inocrowd creates, delivers, and captures value for its customers. This understanding can be useful in identifying potential areas for improvement, optimizing business processes, and developing new strategy to enhance the company's performance. It can also provide insights for investors and stakeholders looking to evaluate the company's potential for growth and profitability. Inocrowd business model involves collaborating with regional organizations, universities, and research institutes, as well as marketing and advertising agencies. Their key activities include developing and maintaining a global network of seekers and solvers, marketing and promoting their platform, and managing projects from ideation to solution. Inocrowd's platform and team of employees are key resources in ensuring high-quality project performance. Their value proposition includes access to a vast network of knowledgeable professionals, cost-effective solutions, and a streamlined platform for managing research and development projects. Each customer receives personalized attention from an Inocrowd employee to ensure their needs are met. Inocrowd markets its platform through digital channels and industry events. Their customer segments include medium to large size corporations looking for cost-effective solutions. In terms of cost structure, Inocrowd incurs expenses such as salaries, training, taxes, office supplies, advertising, and traveling expenses. Their revenue stream comes from two payment models, a subscription-based model and a one-time challenge-based model. Additionally, advertising helps to attract new seekers and sign them up for either payment model.
In the following slides, we will discuss three critical components of the value creation wheel as well for Inocrowd's expansion into Germany: manpower, money, and minutes. In order to effectively enter the German market, our team has identified the need to expand their manpower by hiring 2 additional employees. As Germany is a large and complex market with unique business practices, cultural nuances, and regulatory requirements, it is essential to have a dedicated team focused on sales and marketing to streamline the implementation process for Inocrowd. These employees will have a strong understanding of the German language and market, allowing them to develop an appropriate marketing and sales strategy. As of today, Inocrowd has a combination of both internal and external employees, and by adding 2 new employees to the team, they can ensure the necessary resources to enter the German market with confidence. As of now, Inocrowd is actively pursuing various innovation initiatives from the Portuguese government. The key decision maker mentioned that the company is certified by a Portuguese government agency that certifies organizations that contribute to fostering innovation and research and development. This allows seekers to recover up to 82.5% of the investment made on Inocrowd, including the award of the solver and the cost of the solution on fiscal benefits. Therefore, we have identified 3 levels of initiatives that include examples for Baden-Württemberg, Germany, and Europe, where one example of a funding initiative is the R&D tax credit in Germany, similar to the program that Inocrowd is currently benefiting from in Portugal. Moving on to the second part of the financial aspect. Our group has conducted a financial projection based on the statements provided by Inocrowd, and the projection includes various expenses such as marketing and advertising, hiring and training of new staff, travel and accommodation, and supplies. Travel and accommodation expenses is included since the initial plan is not to open an office in Baden-Württemberg due to that the platform can be used from anywhere, and there is also smooth online communication platforms such as Teams or Zoom. Nevertheless, opening an office in the future may be a suitable option for Inocrowd if the market entry is successful. Additionally, in the statement, we have also factored in the average growth rates and made some assumptions based on the financial statements from the past 4 years. This will also be further explained in an Excel. The group have aimed to create a realistic financial projection that considers both the company's expansion plans and their budget for a market expansion, which is 500,000 euros. It is important to note that Inocrowd can, if they want, allocate all the 500,000 euros for the first year, but our projection does not use the full budget. Instead, the remaining money can be allocated towards other company strategies, such as marketing campaigns outside of Baden-Württemberg in subsequent years. In terms of minute, the group composed a Gantt diagram showing the time for key deliverables and milestones in order to enter Germany. Inocrowd needs to conduct a thorough market research and analysis to ensure a successful market entry. The research provided by the group gives a solid foundation, but more information can be gathered to better prepare for the German market. For example, going more into depth of legal requirements, competitors, or other important factors. It is also crucially important to engage the right personnel for each stage of the process to meet the established timeline. The 2 new employees will have a significant responsibility for the German market, but all employees should receive training and review sales tactics. The website needs to be refined and translated into German to attract new seekers. A financial evaluation should be conducted using the previous slide's projection as a guideline to ensure proper money allocation, and by January, all employees should have sufficient knowledge of the market, the website should be revised, and a consistent marketing campaign should be developed to target companies in Baden-Württemberg. If these steps are followed, it will ensure a smooth market entry. The group has achieved 2 out of 3 short-term KPIs, and none of the mid or long-term KPIs have been adjusted, indicating that these will still be used when measuring how the market entry went for Inocrowd. To evaluate the short-term KPIs further, the group has set specific percentage levels to display the satisfaction of how it has been met. For approximately 10 weeks, the group have applied the Value Creation Wheel framework, and initially, defining the challenge for Inocrowd was challenging due to its broad nature, but after refinements and a larger understanding of the framework, we could revise the challenge, and thus a solvable challenge was instead defined. Hence, we believe that all of us now possess a large comprehension of the Value Creation Wheel framework. The team also tracked team performance, ensuring that deadlines and meetings were followed and respected. All in all, we reached a 75% satisfaction rating, and what in the end could have been improved was equal engagement among the students. The last short-term KPI was to involve at least 4 stakeholders, and while the team managed to involve 3, interviews with seekers or solvers would have further provided insightful information. Nonetheless, the information that was gathered from the 2 KDMs and CTO, as well as success stories online, served as a good basis for a solution for Inocrowd. In future projects, the team would emphasize involving more stakeholders to be able to get more perspectives on how to solve the challenge. So what are the upcoming actions for Inocrowd? By January, Inocrowd needs to be well prepared to establish a strong presence in Baden-Württemberg and effectively enter the market there. It is crucial for them to understand and conform to local business culture and regulations, establish trust and credibility both in Baden-Württemberg and in Germany as a whole, and thus work on solidifying their market penetration. To continue expanding, the company should maintain marketing campaigns targeting German audiences, and they may even consider exploring new regions within Germany or expanding into new countries by refining the filters and creating new value creation funnels. Lastly, Inocrowd should prioritize incorporating feedback from seekers and solvers to understand their needs and desires, which can be time-consuming and costly process, but is essential since they want to provide a service that meets their clients' expectations and therefore also get acknowledged positively by word of mouth. Theoretical implications going outside of the value creation wheel involve conducting market research by using primary and secondary methods and incorporating various frameworks and templates discussed in previous phases, such as Porter 5 Forces, the poker method, and business model canvas. The theoretical implications within the value creation wheel framework includes a shift in focus from solely creating value for customers to creating value for all stakeholders involved in the value creation process, including employees, suppliers, and partners. This holistic approach acknowledges that value is co-created and requires collaboration and alignment between all parties involved. Additionally, the framework emphasizes the importance of understanding the interdependencies between the different value creation elements and the need for continuous improvement and innovation to create sustainable value over time. Finally, the value creation wheel highlights the role of leadership in fostering a culture of value creation, promoting learning and development, and aligning the organization towards a common purpose. Entering a new market will allow Inocrowd to reach new seekers and improve their services offered tailored to their clients' needs. By doing so, they will be able to expand their customer base and increase their value proposition. To assess the results of this expansion, KPIs will allow short, medium, and long-term monitoring of the expansion operations. This will enable Inocrowd to make data-driven decisions and improve their operations in real time. The structural change that comes with entering a new market will allow Inocrowd to grow into a more international-oriented organization, which will enable them to serve several markets and expand their reach beyond their current customer base. However, this growth will require a managerial mindset shift within Inocrowd's leadership. The management must now track the company's growth and shift from a day-to-day vision to a long-term perspective to maintain a positive growth trajectory. In summary, entering a new market, monitoring results to KPIs, and adopting a long-term perspective are key outputs and managerial implications of our project with Inocrowd. So what did we learn? Over the course of these intensive weeks, the team became acquainted with the Value Creation Wheel meta framework and learned how to integrate other frameworks such as Porter's 5 Forces, 5 Whys, and the poker method to enhance our analysis and solution of the challenge. We also recognize the importance of involving key decision makers throughout the process to ensure that we had the right information and were on the right track. Additionally, factors such as time management, trust, and collaboration were found to be essential when completing a large project like this. Overall, we found this project to be fun, challenging, and informative, and we look forward to applying what we have learned to future projects. On behalf of the group, we would like to thank the professors and Inocrowd for these fun and challenging weeks. We hope that the outcomes of the project have met your expectations. Thank you for listening.